here's my concern, right? Most of the stuff they showed is like stuff I've already done, right? I've already run VOG like a million fucking times. I don't care. I don't fucking care, right? I don't really give a shit anymore, right? Um, I'm hoping for like one or two new missions using like the Spicer ship or that area in Disputing that hasn't been used. Like, why not? You know, we've got a while to go. I don't see why you can't do something like what happened with the April update, a short kind of story thing, instead of just being like, hey, here's the new raids. Or why is Atheon back? Because you killed him? No, you don't get an explanation. Fuck you. Cool. I mean, that's fine and all. I don't necessarily need an explanation, but at the same time, I'd like one. Like, I don't know. Um, I just feel like it's stupid. I'm really hoping they at least hint. They say, "Oh, don't worry, story people. You'll have something at the end of this to send you off to Destiny 2." Right? There should be something at the end of Destiny 1, maybe a short cutscene, the Xander's attacking the tower, or the Cabal attacking the tower, Vex attacking the tower, whatever, right? And strangers are like, oh, I need to pull you through, I'll help you, pulls you into a different timeline, or, something like that. I don't think I'm asking for much, just like a short 2 minute freaking cutscene at the end to be like, you know what, you're cool, you're dope. This is the end of Destiny. Here's the credits. Ooh, post-credit scene. Vex Eye opens. A little bit of a um, whatever. A little hint to Destiny 2 or whatever, right? But this isn't enough. I don't care about the book. I don't. Emblems are nice. Freaking loading screens. Emblems are nice. I don't care. If that's really all there is, like, you're gonna get maybe a week of player influx and then the game's just gonna die. I'm sorry, that's truth. You can't sustain the game just based off people trying to get the entire book done when half of it like is stuff that you need to have been, certain time frame to do, right? And that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is like the lack of story in this game, and I really hope they change it in Destiny 2 because it's a joke. I mean, cool, the speaker speaks, right? And maybe he'll have a new quest for us. I freaking hope so. But they didn't show that. They didn't say, oh, maybe the speaker will have a new quest for you. Maybe this, maybe that, right? You don't even. They didn't even hint at that, which really, really worries me. And I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, I don't care. Really want Ray to come back. It's the best thing ever. Honestly, I didn't want them to come back because of this reason. I thought they would focus on the raids and not the story and just have some boring checklist. Hey, do the raids again because reasons. No fucking story in here. Like, that's not good in my opinion, right? I'm sure people are gonna have fun with it for a week or so. It's still the same raid. You added a few challenges. Cool. Unless those challenges are extremely major, like, I don't really care. You added a few near gear and armor that's 400 and I'm already 400. That's not progression, that's just looks. It's cosmetic at this point, right? Like, unless I'm not 400, like, what's the point? And they said, oh, well, if you're doing the record book, it doesn't matter because you should just do it anyway. It's like, well, yeah, but no, because I'm 400, like, what's the point? I've, there's no, there's no light level buff, there's nothing to progress towards, it's just gear. Which is fine if you're a collector, I guess. I'm a collector, so I'm gonna just play it just for the sake of seeing how the gear and weapons look and work, you know, and seeing if, well, we'll know soon, if elemental primaries are a thing, right? But, I don't know, man. It's not enough. You have to have some kind of, like, April update story, something. Am I going the wrong way, by the way? Yeah, I am. Just something, like, I don't even care if it's just a 10-second thing of the stranger going, "Oh, I have time to explain," like Lono said, right? But I don't know. The way this game's going, man, it makes me worried for Destiny 2, because you could just include some fucking, hey, is it's nice, right? For veteran players, it's a nice kind of showing what you've done, but I mean, you should have just had the book in the first place, right? You should have just had that checklist kind of thing in the first place once you implemented that in what, Taken King, right? This isn't realistically a DLC. This is an update, and I think that's what I'm gonna have to treat it as. It's not a DLC, because a DLC adds things. This doesn't add anything. This brings up a few light levels of the raid. That's not adding anything, right? It adds a few challenges. Yeah, cool. It's still not really adding anything necessarily, other than maybe weapons and armor, right? It's an update essentially. I'm sorry, it is. It's an update. It's a fucking joke. It's not a DLC. It should be completely. This has to be free. If it's paid, fuck off. It's make it £1, because that shit is ridiculous. Right? It's not even worth anywhere near as Rise of Iron, and Rise of Iron was pans in places. Right? It was great. The raid was great. The fucking story was great. The I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand how you could do that. Really. I really don't understand how you could do that. It's a nice kind of, here's what you've done, but that's not a DLC. That's not story. That's not a way to send off people from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. That's just, here's what you've done already. Thanks. Like, I don't care. I've already done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was there from Taken King, I would have been like, cool, I'm doing it as I go, but I'm not. Like, I don't know. I really hope there's some fucking amount of story that's like, hey, cliffhanger for Destiny 2. You've got to send off people in from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. You really do. You can't just you can't just have, oh, here's what you've done in Destiny 1. Oh, you want this? You want some kind of send off to Destiny 1? Yeah, go play the Quastoff mission. That's not a send off, man. It's not. It's a joke. The credits don't even play, right? Like, I don't know. And you're gonna make that the send off, then, make it obvious. Make Cade go like, hey, this is the final mission, right? In the Ghost-off mission. That's what you should have done, right? If that was supposed to be the send-off, which I hope it not, but you know, I'm guessing it is. I'm really guessing it is. I don't even think the speaker has any involvement in this fucking DLC. You know why? Because they show him in the trailer and they don't even fucking explain what's going on with that, right? They're just like, oh, it's probably like one cutscene that's literally just the trailer, right? It's literally just him saying, you've done this, you've done that, go back, do it again, right? Which is fine, but that's not a send off to Destiny 1. I mean Destiny 2, right? That's not an end, that's a joke. I'm sorry, it's a joke. And unless you like add some story, I'm sorry, I don't care. I really don't care. And I'm sure most people will be like, oh well, you're like the 1%, right? And okay, like I'll totally concede there, right? I am the 1% that thinks that, the 1% that says I want story. I really do. And I'm not talking stupid Grimoire cards that are like, hey, we've done the Age of Triumph update, and there's a Grimoire card for killing Atheon, even though he's supposed to be dead in all timelines. It says, hey, the Cabal attacked the tower, right? That's stupid, right? Because that didn't actually happen. I mean, yeah, it did, but it happened in the Grimoire card. You didn't get to see it, right? It's not as cool. It's not. There's no way it's cool. Like, you think how many people would have been annoyed, right? Like, if there was a Grimoire card that was the Taken battle with the Queen, right? Where it was just like, hey, this thing happened and you didn't get to see it. Like, do you know how many people would have been pissed off by that? Like, come on. And you're gonna sit here and say, oh, well, nah, I don't care about story? Like, yeah, fucking hell. Like, I don't think... I don't think that I am... I think that I am a majority, in a sense, but you gotta cater to everyone. And I'm sorry, you do have to have a send off to Destiny 1. You can't just remake the old raids and pretend like nothing happened. Pretend like Atheon never died because reasons. You can't do that. I'm sorry, you can't. And I don't know, man. I've talked for too long.